30 episodes. It has been a minute. Welcome to the RNG Podcast, episode number 49.
Ooh, big 50
you know what that
coming
means.
up.
Coming around the corner. We're building it up. Every week we build it up.
Yeah,
And,
we don't even have anything planned. I'm gonna be honest with you, boys.
Yeah, we really don't.
Nothing.
We'll figure something. We'll make it special.
Well, yeah, we'll do like a live fucking Discord video conference.
A live video Discord conference. Wow. I like
next
that.
level shit.
Yeah. So what's going on? What's happening, man?
Okay, wait. So I gotta update the people on my job. It's really funny because I like for all the people know they just know that I got this job and I'm excited and it's easy.
About
easy.
3 weeks in, right? Last podcast you were
in.
saying it's like the perfect job. Yeah.
Actually, the second weekend. This is only the second, entering the third. But
this is the third.
So basically, with my job, the main thing that I do in my role is I'm just the home inspector.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I do. So,
but you want to do sales
set every week.
Which you said last week.
Let me get to it. Let me get to it. Okay, so look. So motherfucking, I just want to remind people.
They know what you
remember.
do. We've talked about it like the last 3 episodes. They know what you're doing. You're inspecting houses. You're checking out the eaves. You're checking out the soffits. You're checking out people's aquariums, painting their house.
Okay, I don't know about the aquarium part, but listen, like I fucking listen, bro. Like I'm calling these people, and some people just forget, bro. You could talk to them like an hour later, and they just have no recollection. And a week is a long time, so I'm not gonna go over the whole thing. But basically, I was just trying to, say before I got rudely fucking interrupted, was that I get basically telemarketer appointments set up every week, and they're in like different parts of the general area which I'm working in. And so there's like this whole northern part of the area which is super fucking far. I'm talking like goddamn 2.5 hours to like get the fuck out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking hard to drive there to basically do appointments that I can't even sell myself. So there's no financial incentive for me besides what they pay me. And what they pay me isn't really worth like the job taking up like the entirety of my fucking day because I want to do other things with my life. So I got really fucking angry at this, right? And usually if someone were to get angry like that with a position like mine, they tell you to kick rocks. They're like, we'll find someone else. Like, we don't need, all you do is look at wood and measure shit. Like, you're not actually like a key component. So most people would have kicked me out, but my friend who got me in, I called him and I talked to him like how I talked to him in game. And I had a conversation with him a couple days ago, and I was straight up like, fam, I'm mauled every fucking time my fucking sales partner fucking lectures me because he hasn't sold shit in like 2 fucking weeks. And so like I'm really like fucking angry, and like I'm just like letting him know like I refuse to fucking drive up there. Like I literally said that, like I refuse to drive up there, as if like I had any kind of like authority to like refuse anything, right? Like they could easily kick me out. Like it's but like again, I'm an honest person with how I feel, and at any given moment, I'm off the handle, baby. I'm giving it to you how I see it. It is what it is.
So 3 weeks in, you're calling basically. I don't want to say your boss, but he definitely has. He's a higher up, right?
Yeah.
So 3 weeks in, you're calling him up and saying this is some bullshit, bro.
I'm calling out the other higher up. I'm calling up this guy. I'm like, you make me a salesman or I'm out, bitch. I ain't fucking driving out there. That's not happening, right? And he was like, listen, even if I wanted to make you the salesman, it's not going to happen this week. So you can forget that. And he's also like, listen, like, when I told him, like, I refused to do it, he's like, okay, listen, like, I don't want to lose you. And I did kind of like promise you, like, the distance wouldn't be so crazy, and I didn't know, so I apologize for fucking up. So like he took accountability, and he's like, from now onwards, after this week, I'm gonna sit down with the telemarketers and like go the distance that you want to go. So from now on, you won't ever get anything up there. But for this week, it's just the way it is. It just got set up that way.
It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. And he's like, listen, most companies, you ask for a change, they'll either tell you to leave or they won't even make the change. But we're a small team, and you're my friend, and I want to make this work for you. So if nothing changes for next week, I don't see any reason for you to stick around, right? And I was like, okay, that's good. I like that. Like, at least he's like taking accountability. A little bit of my anger has like diffused at this point. And then after that, I was just like, listen, man, I really just want to sell. And I understand that maybe the other guys you work with or in my position can't sell. I get that, right? I totally understand that. But I'm trying to fucking sell. I'm not just trying to inspect. I'm trying to move the fuck on up. Like, I'm trying to make some money. So he's like, I'll tell you what, you can sit down for presentation calls with the guy that I'm working with, and you can try to like learn from him how sales works. And then eventually I'll try to get you into the sales training to see, you know, how that works for you. And I was like, all right, see, I like that. I got 2 demands met. and I realized you got to just put your foot down, man. You got to just step your foot down.
I think
and say, I refuse to fucking drive. I'm not doing this.
Maybe that only works if you're friends with the VP of the company. It might only work if you're friends with the VP.
Yeah, don't try this if you're not like connected in the company. Yeah. I didn't even interview for this job. I don't even know why I'm popping off on the guy. Like, poor guy. Like, he didn't hear all that.
So Raj called me up a couple of days. He called me up. What was it, last night? No, 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
2 nights ago, you were fuming, dude. You're going off. You're like, this is bullshit. I'm gonna quit. Mauling. And I was like, dog, you gotta fucking chill. But I'm glad everything worked out. It sounds like everything worked out for the best. You know, you got some of your demands met. You're over there typing some shit. I can hear it. What are you setting up appointments? What's going on?
WoW appointments, not real life ones.
You can't be setting up WoW appointments. Last podcast, I'm gonna give a little insider info here. Last podcast, I had to edit out hella keyboard noises.
That's because I was doing real appointments though.
And I'm putting my foot down, just like you did. I'm saying I ain't doing it again.
Hey, you can kick rocks, kid. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do a little solo.
I just gotta let the viewers know any keyboard sounds from here out, they're not me. It's Raj, and he has complete control over whether you hear those or not. I am not going to go through and edit out all the keyboard noises.
Well, let's be honest, dude. It's ASMR.
It's not ASMR. Nobody likes that. It is. Nobody likes that shit.
All right, I like it, dude. You know what I mean? No, I don't like it at all. No, I don't really like it. Anyways, what were we talking about before we got
I got an update. Sidetracked? I have an update for you and the people. I also now have a job. I'm also employed.
Oh yeah. Oh, but wait. Sorry, one sec. Just let me reply to this guy. So I don't have to do it
God.
Give me like 30
I want you to say if you're gonna be replying, tell me what you're saying.
It's confidential.
It's not confidential, dude.
We're sharing. Nah, come on, man. We're sharing some pictures. We're sharing.
I thought you were off. Wow. I thought you said you'd quit and you're moving on and you had better things to do with your life and you had goals.
No. Okay. Listen. Okay, I do, and I do have goals, and I'm accomplishing them.
Head, dude. Let me see the fucking toggle. Let me see the toggle results.
All I want to do, bro, is I just want to have one day dedicated to it. Just one day. You know what I mean? Just for the boys, hang out with the boys.
That's one day wasted. You're supposed to be dedicating. You're supposed to be dedicating this time to the podcast.
It's for the boys, though. Think about it. It's for the boys.
What about the boys listening right now?
I mean,
speaking of which, I looked at the statistics. 100% of our audience is boys right now. So let's go, boys.
Let's actually go, boys. Fuck it. Are you saying you got the job? What up with the job?
I'm saying I got a job. I was trying to share some of the joy in my life with not only you but the audience, but apparently WoW takes precedence over that. But
no, I just clapped. I congratulated you. What do you mean?
I clapped.
Yeah.
No, so I got a job. It's at the school I go to, doing some some website stuff. So
IT,
kind of development, kind of a jack of all trades kind of thing. But yeah, I got that. So I just thought, after my 3-month-long job search, I got a job. So I just wanted to share. I wanted to share that, because I feel like, we're a family here at the RNG Podcast, right?
Family is a strong word. You know what I mean, dude? It's a little.
We got each other's backs here.
Acquaintances.
The RNG acquaintances. That's just that's sad.
It sounds like a company. It sounds like they're associates. They're associates of ours.
Anyway, Got the job.
Yeah.
Happy about that. So both
Congrats.
the boys now are employed.
Congrats.
Nice. I think for the first time ever that both of us have jobs at the same time.
Congratulations, man. That's
Congratulations
huge.
to you.
For what?
For having a job.
Yeah, fucking congrats to you too. I don't
All
think
right.
I heard a congrats when I first got the listen, I don't think I heard a congrats the first time I got the job. So this is the first time I'm hearing a congratulations. And it's when he gets a fucking job. All right, dude.
Congrats, dude. Congrats on getting a job.
Oh my God.
I wanted to talk about some things today, okay? I wanted to bring some things forward.
You always want to talk about some things, dude. Why do we not talk about anything for once? You know
We have a podcast to talk about things. We got to have focused discussion.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
I wanted to talk
episode
about
52.
Not episode 52, but episode 50.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about the family vacation, okay? The family vacation. Kind of come out of left field, okay? I don't know if this is an American thing. I don't know. I mean, your family's American. You've been living here for 20 years or something, right?
They're not really American.
If you immigrate to the country and you've lived here for 20 years, you're American. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Okay?
If you ask my parents, they still go by this traditional Indian mindset for virtually fucking everything. I don't think they're Americans mentality wise, but they're definitely Americans
right.
You know what I mean? A fucking living wise. I don't know how to really say.
I've always felt that anybody
American.
who moves to America to better their life, I've always felt like those people are more American than people who are born here, because it's that's what America's about.
Immigrants.
Yeah, it's about immigrants. It's about immigrants coming here and bettering their lives. Exploitation. Sure, yeah, I mean a little bit, but I mean everybody's gonna go through that.
Yeah. That's true.
Everybody's gonna go through that.
It's funny because immigrants are exploiting the other immigrants, which is what makes it really funny.
True.
You know what I mean?
True. But the family vacation, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this is something that your family has done in the past. Do you have any fond memories growing up? Your family goes on vacation. I know you've gone back to India, right? But I mean, has there ever been something where your family just goes on vacation, not necessarily to see family or for business, but just for leisure? Well, some even say.
The thing with Indian families is they're really drama fueled. So yeah, we go on a lot of trips. We used to when me and my sister were younger. But the thing was, it always ended up in drama. Someone yelling at each other, some fucking fight breaks out. There's always some dumb fucking shit that they always
I gotta
argue
say.
about.
That's not exclusive to Indian families, but
yeah, no, of course not. I'm just saying, as far as Indian families are concerned, I'm sure everyone does. I'm just saying Indian families, but yeah. So it's just stupid fucking arguments, man. I'm just what the fuck is happening? It's supposed to be a goddamn vacation, and I'm always the one who has to be the middleman in the family to go okay, that's a dumb argument. Let's not actually ruin an entire vacation over something that's stupid. And then so literally I have to play the fucking
let's have an example.
Therapist.
Can we get an example?
For example, my fucking we went on a trip. My sister was a little bit older. I think she might have been first year of college or some shit. I was pretty young, and we went to this trip to fucking Irvine, and then we got a hotel, but then my dad didn't book what do you call it? My dad didn't book 2 rooms. He only booked 1 room with 2 beds, which is fucking normal.
For 4 people.
Always did. That makes sense, right? You know what I mean? And then, but my sister just started freaking out. No, I want my own fucking room. I want some privacy. Da da da. And then my dad's no, fuck that. I'm not paying for a fucking extra goddamn fucking room. But he's a super sweetheart, so he's really trying to play it off nah, we can't do that. It's not in the budget. He's really trying to explain it to how you explain to a fucking 5-year-old, but she's a fucking adult. And then so she's throwing a fucking tantrum, and then I'm just God fucking save us all. This is the worst trip I've ever been in. And there's constant fucking yelling, and then my mom gets involved, and it gets even worse. And then yeah, so that would happen, and then it would ruin the next couple days of us just going out and sightseeing.
Probably because you didn't have any separation because you're all in one hotel room together,
But see, the next year we went, did no one give a fuck? It just happened to be that one fucking year. You know what I mean?
It was a learning opportunity.
Yeah, and that's why we now have learned to avoid each other when we want to do family trips. And the way we schedule family time is really non-existent nowadays. Like my parents have moved into their own place. My sister's off doing her own thing. I'm doing my own thing. So like the only time that I feel like we ever get together is like if we go to their house or they come over to this big house, and then we just kind of have like a little dinner or whatever the fuck, or whenever we decide to meet up, you know. Yeah, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's also just a product of everybody getting older. You know, like when people get older and they move out, it's like you don't see your family every day or every week or even every month, you know?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But let me tell you about my hotel. Can I tell you about my hotel experience?
Yeah, man. I've been going on a tangent for a minute. My bad.
So my parents are divorced, okay? So in high school, we would go visit my dad every other weekend, right?
Okay.
And so my dad lived like 3 hours away. And during basketball season, because I played basketball, if there was like a basketball game or something, we couldn't go up that weekend because, you know, I'd have to do the basketball game. So we would meet halfway and then we'd spend the night in a hotel with my dad, right? So it'd be me, my dad, and my sister. And with three of us, we'd be in one room and I would be, my dad would make me sleep on the floor. Nice. He would get like a little camping mat and a sleeping bag and he'd put me down on the floor.
Well, your dad did. You did just sleep next to me, son. Fuck it. We have two fucking beds. Like
two beds. One person per bed, and poor Dylan on the little foam pad on the ground.
Fucking sucks, dude. Fuck that.
But you know, let me say, maybe your family could have benefited from that.
What no one was gonna fucking sleep on the floor. We all have egos. Like we're not about to fucking sleep on the fucking floor with two beds. Like, it's not happening. Man. You know what I mean? I'd rather, like with my dad, like I don't mind sharing a bed with him when we are in a hotel and there's like two beds and like four people. Like it just makes sense. I don't want to sleep in the other bed with my mom or my fucking sister. So it's like it makes sense, like the setup. I just didn't get that dude. 1 year where they fucking like had that whole argument over the two rooms. That shit tilted me. That was like a different type of argument, you know? But yeah.
So let's. I just want to. I mean, do we have any good family memories from vacations? Like if I'd said, what's your favorite family vacation, you know?
The India trips.
Yeah.
The India trips, because we don't have a lot of direct family in America. We do have a couple, but not a lot. So like most of our family's out there. So it's like a completely different fucking vibe. Like when you're out there and you meet all these people that your dad and your mom are related to, you're related to, but also they're friends. Yeah. But also they're friends, and then they're friends of friends, and then the fucking family's friends. Like all these people that your parents are, because my parents are huge social networkers back in India. So like they have a massive fucking connection to people. So every time we go to India, we'd meet so many different characters and we do so much different shit compared to like the normal, you know, oh, let's go visit our cousins. You know what I mean? It's more just like, let's go visit the fucking cousins, their friends, the fucking grandfather, the grandfather's friends, and my dad's friends, and then fucking work friends. Like, it's fucking insane. Like, we just travel so fucking much when we go there. So yeah, those are always fun because it kind of like like even there we argue, but like it's a lot more put in perspective, because when you're surrounded by so many fucking people that want to talk with you and hang out with you and fucking catch up and shit, like you tend to forget about your own bullshit. You know what I mean? So like you kind of just get caught up in the minutia of like the day, you know?
True. The minutia.
Yeah.
Busting out the vocab.
You already know.
I like it. That's chill.
Yeah. But it's interesting though, because when I was in middle school, I had this friend named Sean. He's a white kid. This is important because I went to Sean's house, and he fucking like this guy did not give a single fuck about his father figure, his mother figure. Like these did not. They were there, but like he just didn't give a fuck. He just did whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Was it actually his parents, or was it? I mean, what was?
Yeah, it was actually his parents. Like his parents were together.
So but his father and his mother.
I was young, so maybe they might have been divorced. So I don't know. But I knew that he had a mom and a dad, right? I just didn't know if they
or at least a father and mother figure.
Right. Oh, dude, so I remember one day I brought Sean over to my fucking house, and we were playing fucking motocross on fucking Xbox, like not Xbox, classic. Like probably PlayStation, like super old. So we're playing that game, and my sister used to like really take care of me back then in terms of like schoolwork and shit. My parents would always fucking force her to be on my ass about it because I never did schoolwork. I was such a fucking, I didn't care about school. So
degenerate.
Like, fucking straight up, right? Yeah, you already know. Hey, out of my RuneScape account booted.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has fucking changed, baby. So she come in my room with me and Sean playing, and she's like, "Hey, did you complete your homework?" I'm like, "No, I didn't. Can you get the fuck out of my room?" Now listen, I said this because Sean talked the same way when I was at his house to his family, right? So I was like, "Get the fuck out of my room." I was trying to like show out, like, "Go fuck yourself, bitch. I ain't fucking with you. I'm on my own time. Leave me the fuck alone." You know what I mean?
Leave me and the boy Sean alone.
Don't kill my vibe, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I had this whole thing set up, and so she's like, "Wait, what'd you say?" And I'm just like, "You heard me. I didn't do the fucking homework. I'm gonna do it later." She comes up to me, dude. She grabs me by my fucking ear and drags me out of the fucking room into her room. My mom comes over and she's like, he didn't do any of the homework. He literally didn't do any of the assignments, and he's using bad words. And then my mom looked at me, and then I was like, she like, her eyes like get really fucking like bulged out when she like has that like serious look. So she gave me that fucking look, and I'm like, fuck my life. I don't want to deal with this. Oh God. And
fucking
so,
Sean,
like,
dude.
and then Sean was just in the room, big chilling, bro. Big chilling. Like he's fucking reclined on my bed playing fucking motocross.
Just another day in the life of Sean. He's used to this shit.
Yeah, he's like, I come back to the room and Sean just like, "Bro, that sucks, man. I would never let my family talk to me that way." I'm like, "Sean, don't say that, dude." Like, I remember going to Sean's house like a week later from then, and his house was fucking massive. It was beautiful. It was actually not even his house. I think it was his grandparents' house. And so I went to their house, surrounded by like 20 white people, man. They fucking, I loved it. It was great. I felt like one of them. As an immigrant child, of course, you know, not being used to this. You know what I mean? Imagine just like being a white kid in India and like you get invited to the Patel's house and like 20 Indian dudes around you. Like, it's like the same thing, but for me, it's like switched around. So I'm like, you know, the Sean
white
family
people have
fucking
accepted
loves
me
Yeah,
as one of their own.
They fuck with me, man. Like, it's cool as fuck, bro. I was talking to all his fucking cousins and shit, and I went inside, and then his grandma looks like Paula Deen, like with like brown hair instead. And then so she was like, "Hey, what do you want for dinner? Do you want beef? We're making sausage. We're making meatloaf." And I'm like, I only eat chicken. I can only eat chicken.
I was gonna say, that's hella meat.
You know what I mean? I'm on some Hindu shit, right? So I'm just like, I can only eat chicken, fam. Like I can't eat anything else. She's like, "Oh, okay. I don't have any chicken, sweetie, but I have some turkey. Do you like turkey?" I've never had turkey, so I'm like, "Yeah, sure. You know, as long as it's not any of those other."
I fuck with turkey.
Yeah, sacrilegious meats. As long as it's not gonna ruin my favor with God, I'll go ahead and eat that shit. And then so she like whipped me up some turkey, man. Had that. It was nice. And my mom came and picked me up, and she's like, "That's a nice house." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, it's a nice house. Yeah. It's sweet." And then I don't think I've ever really talked to Sean after that.
I haven't talked to him since. All his family was like, "You can't hang out with that Indian boy."
Maybe I left a bad impression by eating turkey, and they all had like beef and shit and all that other fucking, I don't know.
This boy won't eat our meatloaf?
This boy
That's
won't eat
fucked
our
up.
meatloaf. Bro, fucking, they had this, the property, it was like one big house, but it was on a cliffside, so you can like walk down the cliff in like a ramp that they built to this outhouse. Not
Sean's
outhouse,
living
but
large,
like,
dude.
It's fucking lit, bro. He's like the fucking Vallejo
Sean's
Valley.
crazy. We got to get Sean on the
millionaire.
podcast.
Oh yeah, dude. I gotta catch up with that man.
Ask him if he's still cursing out his parents.
I might have to go inspect his house, yo. Let him know.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. That'd be like the ultimate twist.
Right. Man. Yeah. That's my Sean story.
That's great. Great story. Love Sean. Would love to hear from him. Sean, if you're listening, leave a comment below. We'd love to have you on the podcast.
Yeah.
What is going on over there? What is happening?
A pen was upright and it fell.
Oh, a pen was upright and it fell?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
When you move the fucking desk, Dylan, gravity does magic.
What are you moving the desk for?
It happens,
This guy can't stay still.
I can't.
Sad.
Dude. Okay, I don't know about sad.
Sad.
I have a condition where I have to constantly keep fucking like moving,
MMD,
and doing shit. Not even MMD. That just sucks up a lot of fucking time. But the thing that I like my brain, I feel like if I'm ever like in a lull or if I'm ever not doing some shit, I just like my brain just fucking degenerates and I become like a fucking I don't know. I need like something to keep me like sharp and focused. You know what I mean?
Something sharp and focused. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I hear you. Sounds like the conversation is just a little dull. You know?
No, just a pen fell. Anyways,
if you can't pay attention, how are the listeners supposed?
Well, see,
all right, we'll move on. We'll move past. It's fine. We'll move past it. I can look past it.
Have you ever had spindrift before?
Spindrift?
Yeah.
Is that like a fucking carbonated water?
Yeah, with flavors in it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what your parents. First off, I think we've talked about this, and then I'm pretty sure your mom sent some with us when we went to Yosemite.
Oh, she didn't send some. I brought some because I wanted you guys to taste it.
She told you to bring some.
I was gonna bring it anyways. All right, I didn't need her to fucking remind me, but like I was gonna do it anyways. You know what I mean? Courtesy of the Raj driving experience.
You're such a courteous guy.
That drive was fucking scary as hell.
That was a great drive.
Oh God, I was so scared at the end of that drive before we hit that little town.
Wait, what were you scared about on the drive back?
Do you remember that intersection where it was like we were coming down the hill?
Oh.
Right? You know what I'm talking about? That was scary, bro. Like that could have just been the end of all three of our lives.
Well,
right
recount the story for the people. Okay, so I'll start.
Ahead. Yeah.
So Kate and I go visit Raj because we're gonna go see a concert in San Francisco, and we decide, Raj is kind of in that area, so we can just chill with him for a couple nights. So, and we also decide, Yosemite's kind of in the area. It's like, 3 hours away, 4 hours away, something like that?
Yeah.
It's within a day trip distance. So we said we're going to go to Yosemite because we've never been. Raj hasn't been for a long time. So we all get in the car. We leave super late. I'm not going to get into the reasons why.
Whose fault was that, dude?
I'm not going to get into the reasons why. I remember somebody saying, I like to get up and enjoy my morning and kind of have a late start. I don't remember who said it exactly. I'm fairly certain it was not me, though.
I feel like that's something I would say.
I think we leave about noon.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I think we leave at noon.
I forgot about all this.
So we drive to Yosemite, and we get there, and we're there for like an hour.
Wait, describe the drive up, because that was nice. It was kind of scenic, like the ascension into like the little towns that we saw and shit.
Yeah, I mean, you drive, and there's not like a whole lot along the way, so you're just enjoying nature, and then you start kind of going up an incline, and you're kind of weaving on some cliffs, living on the edge.
Your boy was fucking clutch with those cliff drives.
You were clutch. I gotta say,
yeah,
clutch. And so we get to the park, and we have no clue what we're doing. None of us have been there. Raj, you were there when you were 5 or something, right? You haven't been there for 15 years or something.
It's been a while, yeah.
So we go, we get a little map, and we're like, yo, we gotta see some shit. So we just drive, and yeah, I mean, we see the smallest fraction of Yosemite you could possibly see.
Yeah, we started way too late.
Yeah, I think we were there maybe 2 hours total, which is crazy for how huge the park is. You should go and you should camp in the area and spend a couple days there.
It was a 6-hour drive for 2 hours of looking at mountains.
Yeah. 80% of our trip time was spent in the car.
Yeah.
So, and then on the way back, you'll have to explain what happened because I can't quite remember. I do remember being scared at that moment at the intersection, but I don't remember the events leading up.
Okay, so basically, all right, so we were leaving the park. I remember we were hungry as shit, and we tried to stop at this weird hotel shit in the middle of Yosemite.
And we wanted to get back before it was dark.
Right. So I think we had ended up deciding, nah, fuck it. Let's just like head back now and then, just beat the dark, right? In general, I don't want to like drive down a mountain when it's like pitch black.
Right.
So we start leaving. And then what I remember, we go through this tunnel and then eventually we get to the edge of Yosemite. And there was this like side route, I think, that was like, it wasn't the route that we came up, right? It was a different route. So we took that because it was a lot quicker. So, well,
I think the road going, there was one way you had to go up, and then there's one way to go down. It was like different.
Right. Okay. So this might have just been the down route then, but it seemed like a really different route than the typical down route. It was really strange. I don't know how the fuck I came upon the down route, but I went to this down route and it was already fucking sketch because you look at the fucking warning signs leading up to it. It's like the grade of the steep is fucking low as shit. Like you're like, it literally like is like, you're gonna fall off, fam. Like make sure you're like stopping and like, what I mean? There's a lot of danger signs and shit for steepness. So I was already kind of concerned, and it was like pretty much dark. Like it wasn't super fucking dark out, but like it was
dusk. It was kind of dusky.
It was, but this was like January, right? Or February? When was this?
This was July.
July. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, maybe you're right.
I don't even remember it being dark, but
I remember it being dark because that's what scared me. Okay. Anyways, I don't know. My recollection isn't always perfect, but this is just what I remember, right? So I feel like it was dark. And I was going down this fucking road, and it was the windiest, scariest fucking downhill I have ever fucking drove in, dude. This fucking frightened me. Like, every turn was like I was in fear of losing control of the fucking SUV. Like, I thought that it was gonna like go off the rail a couple points. But I was really braking because the corners were fucking like really easy to just go off of if you're not constantly slowed the fuck down, and they come at you so quick. It's not like because when you go down a mountain, there might be some like sidewinders, right? But like it's not as fucking intense and like curved the fuck out and as often as you see it in this route. So like I was really like going as slow as I could, and then near the end, so there was a main road that would intersect in with this road, but I think there was some kind of thing where like there was a stop sign either on my end or on their. I'm not sure. Like I can't remember that part of it.
There was a stop sign on our end, and there was a car in front of us.
Right, there's a car in front of us, and then I remember the car going first, right, and then I pull up to the stop sign, and then I can't remember if
that's
I
not
went.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, you tell me, because like I don't know how I'm like remembering this. You need to fucking like.
What I remembered is, I remembered the car in front of us stopped. And you started braking hella late. And I thought we were going to rear in this car.
Oh, okay. No. That sounds like some shit.
That's my recollection.
No. That sounds way more accurate. I thought it was something to do with the stop sign and like me crossing it. But that actually sounds like what happened. Dude, that shit was scary as shit. Because like, I don't know what happened. Like maybe like I was just really fucking like tired from driving. Or maybe I wasn't paying attention to like how quick I was like going down the slope, right, to like brake. Mm-hmm. But it was like, I don't know, just that moment between like almost hitting a car.
I thought it was over.
I thought it was over too. Like I was like, oh, this is bad. And
I think that's the closest I've ever been to hitting another car.
I've been closer. But I've been a lot closer.
Well, I got to hear that story then, because this was close.
This was close, dog, and it was so scary for me because I'm like, fuck, I have guests with me in the car. I don't want to like fucking ram into this motherfucker on their first fucking trip out here. Like it's fucked up, but I'm glad it worked out. Like nothing happened, and we went to a really like kind of slightly racist gold rush town with Mexican food, which
well, it was like off the beat. I think I was like, I want some Mexican food, dude, and I was like googling, and there's like this.
That's not Jonestown.
It was like Georgetown or something. It was some white name town, town, I think, right? And I said I want some Mexican food, and so I type it into Google, and it pops it up. It's like 5 miles off the road we're on. So like we're on like a highway, which is already like it's a 2-lane highway. It's pretty desolate, and then we get off onto another small highway.
Oh, fuck
that goes like 5 miles off into fucking, I'm just going to call it Georgetown. And we go to Georgetown.
Yeah.
and
Slightly racist. Slightly.
There was like a...
There's a thing hanging. There's a dude hanging from one of the... Yeah, see, not even slightly.
Yeah.
That's like
it was like an antique shop, and they had like a puppet hanging there, like in a fucking noose.
Yeah.
I think the puppet was white though. I think it was just supposed to be like an outlaw or something, right? It was supposed to be like kind of like a Western town kind of vibe. And like the town did have like a cool kind of vibe, like architecture wise, and like it had a cool little main street and everything, but that was kind of weird and kind of trippy. We went to this Mexican place that was like basically in a house.
Bro, fire. That was some good fucking Mexican
It was not fire. It was okay.
Maybe I don't know what the fuck you ordered, but I had like the smothered burrito, and that shit was fire. Dude.
I don't know. I didn't have anything fancy. I didn't go like anything too bold.
There wasn't a lot of bold things on the menu.
I'm typically just like a burrito or taco guy or like enchilada.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, and if those aren't good, I feel like that speaks volumes about the quality of the restaurant.
I think you were saying that about the chips when we got there. Like if the chips aren't good.
If the chips are stale or if they're like cool. I like the chips to come out and they're warm and they're crispy.
Bro, eating at a Mexican place in a slightly racist white town, Gold Rush town, whatever it is, I feel like that's kind of a mood right there. That's a whole ass vibe, dude. That's a good way to like that's like the ultimate California experience if you really think about it. Like what else is better than that?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was good.
It wasn't. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't amazing.
I should have taken you guys to La Costa while you were here.
Yeah, I mean that Mumu's Burger Barn sounds like I need another trip.
You do, man. Listen, you got the job now too, right? So you can afford shit.
No excuses now.
Yeah, buy a fucking ticket. Head out here, dude. Like fucking big chillin', dude.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do if I head
whatever you wanna fucking? We have money now to spend on whatever the fuck we want. Like I didn't really have much to spend back then.
It always comes down to like, oh, we should do something, and then we wake up and we hang out in your house until like noon. We don't do anything for like the first 4 hours of the day.
What did you want to fucking do, kid?
I don't know,
Where
man.
Do you
Be productive. Shoot a little RNG.
A little RNG, dude. No, you're right. I mean, there's ways to be productive. I was gonna say we could like, if you come out here, I don't know if you like the nightlife. Like, you don't strike me as like a
nightlife.
Some nightclubs.
I feel like where you live does not have much nightlife.
SF, dude. San Francisco.
I also feel like nightlife is more than just clubs.
No, it is. I was just saying clubs, but I mean, like, there's a bunch of other stuff too.
I'm not a club guy, but I mean, I can be an entertainment kind of guy.
We can go to some shows. We can try to like find some shit going on.
Some shows?
I don't know. Some nightlife shit.
I gotta be honest. I don't know what nightlife means. I don't know what that means.
You confused me by not knowing what nightlife was. You were like, it's not just clubs. I'm like, what the fuck is it? Like,
all I could think of for nightlife would be like restaurants and bars that stay open late and like clubs. That's all I can think of when it comes to
nightlife. That's not really nightlife.
What is nightlife?
Restaurants that are open till night.
No, that are open late.
Right. I don't know. Like, if I think of nightlife, I think a bunch of like crackheads and shit. Like, I don't really know what nightlife actually homeless people.
I gotta figure out what nightlife is. I don't know.
It's nightclubs. I mean, I'm just guessing. Like, go to clubs.
So when people say, when people say, there's not a lot of nightlife there. Like, a lot of people say Salt Lake City doesn't have much nightlife.
Oh, there's not dick out there.
So why? What do they say? Are they just saying Salt Lake doesn't have clubs? Why don't they just say that?
No. Okay. So there's a difference. Okay, I think I figured it out.
Give me the difference. Let me know. Educate me.
I got you. So okay, nightlife in its literal definition is not what we need to be looking at, right? It's not so much the life of the night. It's more so the different activities that go on at that time. So when people say nightclub, it's always referred to like those dance clubs with like shitty fucking music. But the thing is, there's different types of clubs. You don't have to go to like a dance club necessarily, right? Like you have clubs for all kinds of different interests.
Okay, what do they have? Give me a club that is open at night that is not a dance club.
For example, there is a whiskey and cigar club / lounge where you could go there. And if you're into those two things, you can vibe the fuck out with other people that are. I'm just saying, like it's not just like a dancing / party vibe every night. It could just be like
it could be whiskey and cigars.
It could be whiskey and cigar, or pick a vice. Hey, pick a vice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Feel like
you know what
I feel like nightlife. I think maybe we're getting. You know, I think the idea of nightlife. When somebody says, "Yeah, there's a lot of nightlife," I think that literally just means that there's a lot of options for things to do at night. Like that means stuff doesn't shut down at like 9 or 10 o'clock. It means stuff just stays open and there's stuff to do late at night.
Got you. Yeah.
But I don't know what people do late at night.
I don't want to do anything with people late at night. Especially people that I don't know or have to pay money to go see.
If I'm going to do whiskey and cigars, I'd rather just get whiskey and cigars and do it at home.
You know what I'm saying? At that point, it's like it saves a drive and having a conversation with people.
It is cheaper.
It's way fucking cheaper.
It's about the experience, dude.
It's about the experience.
I don't know. Somebody correct us. Maybe we're just a couple of nerds. We don't know anything about nightlife.
You think our fucking all male audience that listens to RNG Podcast is going out in the night? Like, I remember like you made a post, like, I voted for Bernie, vote to some kids, like, I'm 17. And I'm like, see, this is the audience. This is who we reach out to.
Hey, if you're 17 and you're going to be 18 by the time the general election rolls around, chances are you can vote in the primary. I'm just saying. You know,
fucking Bernie bro here, dude.
I need like a political nightclub.
Dude, that'd be kind of toxic, honestly.
If you were gonna open a nightclub, what would you open?
Like a political nightclub. That's fire, dude. Like I'd host debate nights and I'd bring people from like the red side and the blue side, and then the people libertarian. I'd be like, all right, every night if you want to come debate. Right, there's like rules. Like you can't just. It's not like fucking UK. You can't just fucking yell random shit out whenever the fuck you want. Like there's like a turn in a process.
Why are you targeting the UK? Why?
Because they do that. They do that. All right. It's not even like a target. It's more like a fact. Right. So fucking. That's like the rule. And then everyone who wants to participate, they get $1 beer for their entire night. So it encourages them to fucking spend money, get drunk, get wasted, make more dumb purchases. But also it incentivizes them to start talking politics. I'm gonna have like maybe one guy come up from the blue, one guy come up from the red, one guy from the middle. I'll give a
and they stand at like podiums. Topic.
Yeah, We could do like a little theater stage or some shit in the middle, whatever the fuck it is.
All right.
And then I could just be like, hey, listen, here's a fucking topic. Poverty rates. Go ahead. What should we do about that? And just have these fucking like drunk idiots just yell at each other for fucking like an entire night. $1 beers. It gets fucking intense. They get really fucking in their head, passionate. They're sweaty. They're just, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like a crazy ass.
You should make it like round based. You should make it so that two people debate on something, and then the crowd cheers for who they think wins the debate.
I'll call it the shit shack.
And then the winner stays on and they bring somebody else up.
I'll call it the shit show. You can come to the shit.
Come to the shit show, get shit faced.
You trying to come to shit show today? Hey, they're about me a new shit show. That's perfect, dude.
That's a good idea.
Man. Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Find some funding, you know. Raj's nightclub called
Someone's
Shit
gonna
Show.
steal it. Someone's gonna steal it. But I mean, no one that listens to us can probably afford to steal that idea. So we'll kind of keep it.
So you're thinking you do a political nightclub?
Yeah. Well, political, nightclub, I guess. But yeah.
Well, it's got to be nightclub. That's the whole point.
It'll be a political night bar. Because like I don't know, a club usually just refers to like an exclusive group of people.
Well, yeah, it's an exclusive group. You gotta pay to get in. You gotta be a registered voter to come in.
Oh God, dude. We'll have a registered voter night versus non-registered voters. It doesn't matter what side you're on. We'll just have them go. Oh,
you can do a lot of events with the political nightclub. To be honest, it sounds really fucking dumb, but.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't even sound dumb.
It sounds kind of dumb. Okay. But when you think about it, at face value, it sounds dumb.
It sounds dumb to someone who doesn't know how to make fucking bank out here.
Is there a market for that, Jake? There's a market of people who want to go talk politics late at night to strangers.
if they're drunk, there's always, listen, the number one thing I've learned about humans is that there's no limits to where the money can take you if you're dealing with someone drunk or fucking high out of their mind, right? Like it'll.
So you're saying people are gonna be drinking late at night anyway. We might as well.
Yeah.
They're gonna be drinking and talking politics. Might as well put them on stage.
Yo, we can even have family nights because I feel like a lot of people suffer with this, where they like go home for family and they all have like political talks and it gets really fucking weird. Like we can have a family night where we give a discount if you come in as a family of at least 4, right, or 3. And we'll give you a discount and you get 50 cents for each beer for each family member, like some fucking amazing rates,
Damn.
right? And then we'll have families who are in. We'll separate the families based on their political leanings, right? Like red, blue, whatever. And then have them all debate each other in like a round robin style, one at a time. You know what I'm saying? And then just get them fucking wasted. And then just hear the truth. How does Karen really fucking feel about immigrants? You know what I'm saying? Get her 10 beers. Put her on the podium.
We'll find out.
That's it. Put a picture of Pedro or whoever the fuck she works with for gardening, and let's fucking figure out how she feels. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the truth out here, man. It is what it is.
And then at the end, everybody has to hug it out. You know,
if they want, we'll have bodyguards in case people get a little too handsy.
Too rowdy, kick them out.
Oh, handsy pansy. We'll go ahead and get you the fuck on out of here, kid. Go ahead, kick rocks. You know what I mean?
What is this kick rocks? I've never heard this. What is kick rocks?
It came from my WoW guild, dude. Like every time they kick someone, they're just like, tell them to fucking kick rocks. And I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. Like,
does that just mean you have nothing better to do than to go kick rocks? It's like kicking a can.
It's like, no, it's like when someone is really fucking angry, for example, at you, right? And then they want you to apologize, but you don't want to fucking apologize. You're like, I don't want to. You say, tell him to fucking kick rocks because he's fucking angry, fucking kicking and punching. Tell him to go kick fucking rocks. I'm not going to fucking deal with this guy. You know what I mean?
Kick rocks, dude. Okay.
Yeah, go
all right. Fair enough.
Dude.
Well, I like it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little wow. Vernacular, just
minutia.
You know what I mean? Minutia. You know, we got to use that in context. You can't like. Wait, what would your thing be? Because I told you what I would do, right? For a nightclub or whatever. What would you?
Yeah,
do?
I mean that's pretty good. I don't even know if I can compete with that. I'd have to think about it.
You don't have to compete, man. You could just tell me what you got.
Hey, man, capitalism. You're always competing. You know, I would just have. RNG. If you have if I could put my nightclub right next to yours would be shit show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mine would just be right wing shit show.
And
I just let crazy right wingers come in and get drunk and pay me money.
It's gonna be like a little Nazi
because
they
get,
gonna be a little, that's what it's gonna be.
They'd get pissed off at your club, and then they'd come to my club to find some comfort from their own people. You know.
Okay, I got a brilliant idea to add on to yours. You should make a Democrat one to the left of it, right? And then keep this in the center of the shit show. So then we'll just split the profits between the 3 fucking things and keep all 3 up, right?
Perfect.
And then so if they get dicked over with arguments in the middle, they just go hop on over to the other one. You know,
they just go to their own little echo chamber.
Bro, we could just call the plaza the echo chamber. We could this is amazing, dude. Like we actually gotta get some money for this shit. Dude.
We gotta find some funding.
Fuck, dude. There's a bunch of people who'd fund that. We
gotta talk to fucking what's that kid's name?
Uncle Dane. He's gonna blow his engineer fortune on her fucking political.
Oh, dude. Who's the kid with the big house that you were friends with?
Bucky.
Not Bucky. The guy you were playing motocross with.
Oh, Sean. We gotta hit up Sean. We hit up Bucky. Bucky had way more money than Sean.
Bucky had more money?
Because, Sean was like, Vallejo Valley rich. Like, that's good. You know what I'm saying? But, like, Bucky is like, I own a vineyard type fucking rich. Like, that's you know what I'm saying? We ship across the world our grape juice type money. You know what I mean? It's a little different.
We got to find Bucky, dude. We'll sell his wine in our club.
It's pretty shit wine, but I mean, you know what I mean?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, fuck it. It's a sponsor anyways. Yeah, who gives a shit?
Who cares?
You're right, dude.
All right. Well, what do you say?
To the idea, yeah, let's do it. Like, I feel like we just got to get some money down. We can probably try to get something going.
What do you say to the idea of ending this episode?
Oh, I think that is a fantastic idea, Dylan Perry.
Wow.
I think
Thank you.
We need to end this. You got to end this shit show, if you know what I'm talking about.
True.
No, this is not a shit show. This is I want to take the time real quick to also say that I really appreciate the RNG podcast. I know I don't always give it the time that it deserves, but you know, I do have to say it's good to talk to the boy. And it's good to talk to the boys. Okay, so
all 100% of them,
right? And the other 100% who don't know us, hopefully, you know, I don't think we're ever reaching out to new people. We don't
reach out.
Yeah, we're just kind of stagnant.
We just,
but it's good though. It's good. Listen, what's a little stagnancy? You know, what? Like honestly, we could just. The only way I could see us reaching out is if we like do ads and shit. Like if we like go and like promote our shit. But I'll
start doing it when I start. You know, when I start texting people for Bernie, I'll say check us out on the RNG podcast.
Yeah, there you go. We're like a big Bernie cast now. Maybe I should vote for Trump to offset the Bernie. And
hey, there
have
you
like
go.
A little, but I don't even like Trump, so I feel like I can't really like justify. I didn't even vote. What the fuck am I saying? I didn't even vote, so it's like
we gotta find some members for our nightclubs though. So
yeah. You don't have to find anyone. You just got to put out a little Vidoroni, dude. Like a
little Facebook ad.
Yeah, dude. Just hit up some college kids. The best thing to do is make it in a college town because a lot of college kids gets radicalized into these dumbass fucking political belief systems.
They're fucking gullible college students, dude.
Yeah, dude. And they're fucking paying out their ass to learn dumbass shit you can learn on Google. So really, these are the prime candidates for radicalizing in this fucking country. So, I mean, we just got to go into the colleges and go, hey, $1 beer for you to yell about the stupid shit you think you fucking know about that you don't fucking know about. $1, get fucking wasted, bring your friends. It's going to be a good time. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that was a good time to end it.
With that being said, you guys should bring your friends to the RNG community.
Our fans are burned.
What am I saying? There's no reason to bring your friends here. We've got nothing for your friends.
What do you mean? See, I don't like the self-deprecating talk about our podcast. Don't listen to them. We have a lot of cool things that we talk about that I feel like people can be. I mean, I'm not saying like every episode is like
next week you guys can come here. We'll talk about Raj's job again, and he'll tell you what he does again.
Oh my god!
Next week though, it's number 50.
This really is a shit show. It's like we're realizing this like midway in. No, but I mean, it's like a beautiful shit show. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got its charm to it. Definitely not a no charm to bring your friends. And because they're gonna listen, they're like, "This is what you listen to, really? Like, this is what you spend an hour of your day, fucking you're listening to these two."
If it's true, you know,
vote for Bernie. You know. Oh my god! All right, what you had to do?
Okay, and tune in next week for episode 50.
Featuring Musuk. Non-featuring Musuk.
We're going to get somebody. It's going to be a big showdown. We're going to have party poppers. Bring your party poppers. Bring your champagne. It's going
to be Sean. It's going to be Sean. Yeah.
Sean's going to show up.
We'll get a hold of him.
All right.
We're out.
Thanks for listening.
Peace.